Lately, I've felt behind, like I'm missing something. Maybe you felt that too. We live in a world that pressures us to have it all now. The career, the body, the friends, the money, the future. Sometimes it's all overwhelming. But what if not having a destination isn't failure? What if this waiting in-between period is exactly where you're supposed to be? What's up, everybody? It's James Hutton, and today I'm back with another video. Today I'll bring you guys through a day in my life. Right now I'm headed to the gym. I'm walking to the bus right now. So I'll see you guys when I get there. So I just left the gym. Today was leg day to start the week. I couldn't really get as heavy as I wanted to on squat. Felt like my legs were pretty dead today, I'm not gonna lie. But that's okay, got a lot of work in. But I wanted to take the time and just talk to you guys about how progress doesn't always feel like super big jumps. It's not always pretty. It's not always even in a straight line. Sometimes it just takes moving forward. And just being consistent every day, showing up for yourself, showing up regardless of how you feel, and just making sure that you keep the main thing, right? And just making sure that you just give it whatever your 100% for that day is, you know, because sometimes your 100% might just be your 50%, and sometimes you don't want to show up, sometimes you do, but just being consistent, showing up for yourself, that's really what it's about. I just showed up for myself today, went to the gym, was a little sore this morning, probably didn't get enough sleep. But that's okay, right? Just got it in. So make sure you guys do the same thing, whatever it is that you're striving for, whatever it is your goal is. You just make sure you stick to the plan. But I'm heading back to my place right now so I can go make brunch. I'm gonna get my first meal out the way. So I'm gonna catch you guys once I get back there. I'll see you there. What's up, you guys? As you can see, we're back at the crib. I just finished making breakfast, just made some eggs, some bacon, just something quick and easy real quick, get some protein in after the workout. I'm actually getting ready to go hiking here in a little bit, so I wanted to make sure I get a little something in me before we go. I've actually never been hiking, so I'm looking forward to just trying that for the first time and just doing something new and experiencing things, because oftentimes I think that a lot of us, we get so focused on milestones and chasing the next thing, chasing or whatever our goal is or wherever our end destination is, that we forget to enjoy the process and the journey. You know, I think the journey is really what it's all about. All the challenges, all the goods, the bads, the ups and downs, right? That's what you live for. And I think a lot of us, we don't have the right perspective, and oftentimes we miss that. Just a lot of us don't take the time to really sit back and reflect and think like, where I'm at today, I dreamed about being here years ago, or, just being able to be okay with getting 1% better every day. I'm living in Los Angeles right now at 20 years old, and you could have never told me that I would have been doing that today. Would have never been able to tell me I'd be playing football in college, doing things like that, going to college in Iowa, and then now working at Fox Sports. You would have never been able to tell me that, right? But I always dreamed of doing things like that. And so, I could be so worried about, what am I going to do after graduation? Where am I going to live? This, that, whatever, and focused on things that just aren't important right now and today, things I can't control. Right? And I can control what I put in my body today. I can control, embracing my journey and burning my own race, right? Literally just being intentional about running my own race, right? And so I'm about to eat this up real quick. I just want to come on here and say that. And then, like I said, I'm going to go hiking. So I'm charging some of my camera batteries so I can bring you guys along with me. And yeah, just looking forward to that journey and process. I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. And I'll catch you guys after I finish eating. Alright, what's up you guys? I'm back. As you guys saw in the little clips right before this, I had just finished hiking. It was my first time actually going hiking. I had a really great time. It was a simple little route, not too high, but I was able to get a really great view of LA. And so I just really enjoyed that experience, and afterwards I got a smoothie. And now I'm back here making some ground beef. And I got some fries in the oven right now too, so that's gonna be my second meal of the day. And then later tonight I'm gonna make something else as well for dinner. Got some seasonings and stuff right here that I'm gonna use. And yeah, so let me cook this up real quick, and then once I get it plated and everything, I'll sit down and I'll catch up with you guys then. Alright. So what's up you guys? As you just saw, I finished my ground beef and my french fries. I was gonna talk to you guys while I was eating actually, but my cousin called, so I was just catching up with him. As you guys saw in the clip, you guys saw me talking on the phone and everything like that. So I took the time to talk to him and whatnot, had a little great catch up conversation. But I just wanted to spend some time talking to you guys about how, sometimes, clarity finds you when you finally just sit still, right? Kind of like I was talking about earlier, you don't really have to do everything all at once, you know what I mean? Really just taking time, to be okay with where you are, right? I've been learning not to doubt God's timing. Not everything is meant to be rushed, right? Running your own race, and it's crazy sometimes, but then when you hear that, because we live in such a fast-paced world, our attention spans are fried, to just be able to sit back and just relax and take everything in, and when you sit still sometimes, you don't pass by certain things, you know what I mean? When you take the time to, every time you talk to somebody, really being intentional with that conversation, or every time you go work out, you give it your all. You're not looking to the next workout when you're in that workout. When you're doing this with your family, you're engaging with your family, because you never know what those lead to and what opportunities come from just being intentional and being present in everything you are doing. And I think that is something that I strive to get better at, right? Is just trusting God's timing, right? Trusting not to doubt God in the moments when I feel I should be somewhere when I'm not, and that I haven't done enough, or whatever the case may be. Just being able to just trust God with where I'm at and where He has me going is something that I'm trying to learn to do a lot better, and I hope that you guys do the same, because I think life is a lot better when you do that, when you embrace those moments. Even going hiking today, I never thought I would go hiking, but I'm so happy I went, because I got to just do something I don't normally do, enjoy my time, get out in the environment, and it made me just really see where I'm at, right? I'm really in LA, you know what I mean? And so I think sometimes it's great to take the opportunity to do something you don't normally do, and just embrace your journey and stuff like that. So I just wanted to take some time to talk about that a little bit. The rest of my night is going to be pretty chill. So this was my second meal. Still got to find time to get one more in. It's about 8 o'clock here, so probably get it in another hour and a half, 2 hours, so I can get my third meal and hit my protein goals for the day, and whatnot. So I'll do that. I might put some clips of that in, might not, it just depends. But other than that, I'm just going to be playing some 2K, relaxing. I finished my electrolyte water, which was good. I needed that, especially after a hike, trying not to be dehydrated and things like that. So overall, just a pretty solid day, and I'm just so happy I got to, get you guys on camera and whatnot, kind of bring you guys with me through a day, and stuff like that. But, I just want to make sure, again, don't forget, growth, is one step at a time, and being able to give yourself some grace, you know what I mean? You're not always going to go forward, you're not always going to be taking big leaps, but have some grace with yourself, embrace your journey, embrace where you're at in life, and just keep working at it, keep growing, and you'll get where you're trying to go. And if you like this type of content, or if you want to stick around, you enjoyed the video, I hope you do subscribe, you like, comment. I'm trying to build a community here, so I can't wait to hear from everybody. as we continue to build this thing and stuff like that. And I'll see you guys in the next video.